Coach, day one, I mean, what are you looking for this team? I mean, it's early on, but what are you hoping to get accomplished today and in the coming days?
I mean, this is just when you start to vibe together as a squad. The kids have been working really hard on their own in the weight room and their own skill sets. So now you bring it together and try to get the team moving and shaking in a good direction and get those rookies under, your belt. And this is how we do things, and up the standards for your returners and where you want them to grow, as they get here. So every year you get stronger and better individually, and then, we try to put our arms around them and get the team going in a good direction.
I mean, you guys put together another top recruiting class. You have the transfers coming in. You have that core group of talent coming back. Have you seen this team start to mesh well, start to do the things that need to happen to have a good spring?
Yeah, I think you definitely see leadership and culture show up early mornings. That's when always, that workout, our weight room, Coach Vic's pretty awesome in there, and their ability to get after good energy and fight through hard lifts and hard runs and those kind of things has been huge. So now you just layer on a little more load with the games that you're going to play and the practices, and but been seeing a lot of really good stuff from this team.
Lonni Beecham, obviously last year, freshman, one of the best in the country, but taking that next step, what are you looking for out of her as she enters this spring or enters this fall and then the spring?
Yeah, I think Jason is just, she's really routine oriented. So, I don't think you expect anything more in numbers. I think that's the easy thing on the outside for people to expect, All-American and be player of the year and do all that. I mean, it's a pretty awesome year she had last year. So, my expectation is Jay can be Jay and really enjoy the game and keep enjoying the outside world of expectations to her world of just being, the great human she is for us. But, I think expanding her game, people are going to know who she is. She understands that. She wants to be a better hitter on pitch selection and maybe sitting pitches and doing some things to elevate what a veteran would do. And but that doesn't change with how she shows up here every day and gets after her routine.
You've 9 scrimmages scheduled this fall. Just how important is it to you to get a bunch of live action, and what does that do for you and also for the players?
Yeah, very lucky to be able to scrimmage somebody else other than yourself. I think when the more you know about yourselves, it becomes a comfort zone, and so you always want to get outside that comfort zone for individual growth and team growth. So obviously playing here at home is really nice because you get your freshmen and your transfers in an environment that is going to be your home environment, so you get a little trial run at that part of it. We're also playing a pretty competitive fall schedule, which is going to be really good for us too, so get to see some good arms making some adjustments. I think the other thing too is just allowing these kids to play together, different positions, just really trying to create a good cohesion. So sometimes you can practice yourself and scrimmage yourself. There's a comfort now bringing somebody else in. So yeah, excited for the opportunity of growth.
You brought in a couple transfers in the circle.
Yeah.
Just what have you seen from them so far since they've been here?
Yeah, the 2 transfers you brought in, Julia has just been a beast. She obviously had the numbers and the accolades and all that, but she's matched it with her competitive nature. She's a quiet one, just puts that smile on her face and goes out there, but when it comes down to compete, it really starts to show up. So I think people are going to really love that about her when they watch her compete in the circle. And then Annabelle, it's a lot. I always tell her, like Julie and Annabelle and all the transfers we've had to come in as seniors, you're a freshman in a program as a senior. It's really hard to balance. So we've got to be really good as a coaching staff and as a team to appreciate that understanding of how things are done, but know that they've been in the ring already. So I think the 2 of them have done an incredible job of jumping in as rookies in the program, but veterans in how you play softball. So Annabelle's been running around second base, third base, hitting, pitching, getting after all facets. And I think she's been incredible for us so far, a good leader, a good speaker, all that stuff. So I expect Julia and Annabelle to make big impacts for us.
You always bring in a pretty talented group of freshmen, but just from the freshmen that have been here so far, have any of them stood out to you?
I think the 4 of them are, uber competitive, but they're also really, they're overachievers, which, most kids at this level are overachievers. But I think when you sit back and you're in high school and you're watching this team compete and you're watching them where they go, and now you get to be a part of them, you're a little starstruck in a sense, right? Like, oh man, I've seen Jay and what she did last year, and now I'm with Jay as a teammate. So yes, been incredible. They're going to make huge impacts. I mean, we saw what Jazzy did pitching the last couple of years, and but we have a really solid pitching staff. So it's not on the shoulders of freshmen at all. I think last year there was a lot more opportunity for the freshmen to really like grow and step into positions. This year we're able to like mix in a really quality team and bring out their best qualities to help the team. And so I'm just really excited about their ability to help us in their skill sets.
Good.